whatever they can to get away, to escape. Alcoholism is rampant now. Drug abuse is rampant now. Why? Because life is becoming intolerable for those who don't have this. You need to have a love for something else. People they're lamenting. Oh, I had such a nice home. I love my home, and it's being taken away. I love my freedom. My freedom is taken away. Ah, so they escape. They just escape. They just don't know about this. Yeah, this is also an escape. Yeah, you need to. Actually, this is a transcendence. You don't really you escape, but you transcend this level of consciousness. This level of consciousness is down in the lower centers now. Power, control. See, power, control, manipulations, and sense enjoyment rampant, and also lust, greed, all of these things. They're pushing people's consciousness into that box, okay? So that people need the awakening of pure love of God. See,
This is
without
the
it,
best escape ever, Gurudev. This is the best escape ever. Yeah,
the great escape.
the greatest gift of all.
Yeah. And this is a good one. See, this one is not like a lot of people try to escape and they say, oh, it's bad to escape. It's only bad because you escape into drugs. That's not, it's a karmic
Yeah,
thing. It does bad things for your body and your mind. They escape into alcohol. That ends up doing bad things to you. They escape
horrible.
into, yeah, yeah. They escape into suicide. Then that's not really good either. But escaping into this is perfect. We need to, this is that why it's not really, it's an escape, but it's a transcendence. We transcend
Yeah,
this by our energy, and our consciousness is lifted up into this. This is why you got to go through the door, because the demons are trying to stop people from this, but they won't stop here because this is authorized. You don't know, behind the devil, behind Lucifer, behind Shiva, on this level is their Lord, and they know it. And they will let you through because you only get in this way. You get in through the bona fide spiritual master empowered to deliver you. They're the warden here. They work together. Those every you come here, man, they're standing on the sidelines. The Lord, I mean, the Lord's Maya is on the sidelines here. They know, or he knows, Lucifer knows the authority is here of his Lord. People think that Lucifer doesn't know God. You're definitely darn sure he knows the Lord, man. He knows the Lord, and he knows his job. I know his job because I'm in this disciplic line, and this knowledge is given in our line. But most people don't understand that you need Radha's love to understand that.
yeah.
So he'll let you through. You come here. He said, "Oh, you came to the right place," because there's only one door, and that door is the bona fide spiritual master giving the conclusive understanding of the absolute truth. No other door. No demigods. No of these angel things. A lot of times they're
Yeah.
fallen angels. Just they shapeshift. They change their shape and look like an angel, and they get your attention. Got one of those here in Playa. She doesn't know she's bound in illusion. Can't get it. She's really bound, always in her memories and all, and thinks that's the real path. Her angels have got her where? To thinking about the past and always talking about mundane things. Here is a liberation from all of that, because this is the door, bona fide spiritual master. If she or anybody else doesn't understand these things, they don't get in. Maya's right there in so many ways. Nobody can overcome the Lord's Maya. There's only one way, the Lord's real grace, and he does it specifically. That's why he said, go in. Jesus said, go in the narrow gate. The narrow gate is the one empowered by the transcendental Lord.
Mm.
to liberate people. This is why Chaitanya Charitamrita is so beautiful. The truths are so pristine and perfect. When you're ready to be delivered, you meet a bona fide spiritual master who teaches you these confidential truths. See, by the action of that book, of the confidential truths, the Bhagavats, and the devotee speaking them to you, all of your
Yeah.
ignorance goes. And what's born is true love forever in your heart. And make you happy, and you pass that on to others. Otherwise, people are just getting nonsense in this world. Nothing very strong. All paths lie upon Krishna like pearls on a string, but boy, do they take a long time. But this one is quick, right up the mountain, top of the mountain, and you stay there. You're not thrown out. So it's time for people to know the truth. The demons are revealing their truth, and Gohar is revealing this truth. You want to
Oh,
come with us if you want to live. I mean, really love it. Have a party every day, man. We have a party every day. Why would you want to have a party? Don't you see? Laughing and crying. We're raving for God all the time. It's a big rave here without the drugs. Looks like, man, they're on something, man. Yeah, we're on God. We're in God. He's in us. He's happy and we're happy. Point
without
is
my
that
antidepressiva, I don't need them anymore.
throw him in the toilet. Huh? We're almost at that
Yeah,
point.
he has taken that burden off me. I tell you, he's taken that burden off me. Oh, my Lord, he did it.
Open the
He
door,
did
man.
it.
Otherwise, all you got are those drugs to tolerate this bullshit.
Oh,
This is the way to do it, huh?
yeah,
Right there,
so
Amy.
amazing.
I always knew I had a guardian angels protecting me. Yeah, that's right. The best thing that these angels can do is lead you here. See, but you gotta believe in what here. They believe, that's like, just use her an example. Here in Playa, her life changed so much when she was here. You know, and everything started to flow. So her angels could only take her that far. And here
Oh,
it was like. And then to actually say to me, well, actually, Chanting's not my. Well, how arrogant is that? How ungrateful! Hey, well, that's why my Lord. Okay, well, go out there. Go back to your angels and your path. You know God. Yeah, your God. You were sad. She was so sad when I met. Like you know, could barely feed herself or a dog or anything. And now she gets a little happy and she's on her own, like big back into the arrogant
oh,
demigod. See,
so
usurp.
ungrateful.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
ungrateful.
Yeah,
Oh,
didn't even want to give no calls, nothing. And then I meet her. I could tell, how a person wants to get away. Oh, really? That's what you think? This is mundane. That's your punishment, and the Lord has
mm,
bewildered you. And now she has her friends that came and they, help her now. And she thinks that mundane. Oh, now I'm sitting pretty. No, you're just riding on a tank of gas you got, and it's going to run out
mm, yeah.
if you're lucky. I mean, just so people, I mean, we people need to learn. This is you're lucky to meet, to be delivered out of illusion. Sometimes it's a little hard for people to get, so I help them along a little bit. That's why you guys can. You're their hope. It's like I have to play the bad cop, and you guys can be the good cop. Teach them some lesson. Show them your what do you call your realizations and stuff, and maybe they get it, maybe not. Yeah. Stumbling upon Gorhari in this amazing grace place was the greatest luck I could imagine. See, that's called gratefulness. See, that's when you really this is why it shows when you really are happy to have this relationship with God, the Lord gives you the right understanding. See, otherwise, if you come here for some motive and it's very strong, and then you're always kind of cheating to and in your heart you really didn't want. See, so ultimately comes down to is you got to realize. See, this is why the Vaishnavas are arrogant, and why this person arrogant also here. The arrogance is, oh, I still like my path, even though it didn't do them that. It helped them a little bit, and the same thing with the Vaitis. It helps them a little bit. They're still arrogant. They're not. They're not finished. They still have hope that their recycling is going to get them back to Godhead. They still have hope that their rules are going to get them into Vrindavan.
Yeah. Yeah.
That has to be dashed. At some point, they got to realize and becoming hopeless because it doesn't get them to where they think they're going. They're being led to there'll be a blind wall there. See? And what is Krishna and Guru? They're the shelter, the helpless, and the hopeless. And in other words, you lost hope in the Vaidhi path to really get you all the way. And you lose this demigod, that's all demigod worship. It's not the truth. It's not, they're just demigods. They don't have the power to deliver you. They don't have the power to take your sadness away. Sadness is not connecting with the ultimate. Your sadness is going. See, when you connect with the true Lord, there you go. You got it. You know it, man. It's undeniable. Oh yeah, I'm happy now. This is real happiness. And you just keep going in there until you really get it, what your happiness is. Even if you stumble sometime, you get bewildered by Maya, so, a lot of bad habits and stuff and inexperience. And sometimes you got to go and get some experience. But the deeper you get, that's why the deeper we go into this, the more you realize that this is it, man. See? You see, it was the answer to my prayer. See, she wanted this, which was to understand the truth of what the heck is going on in this strange existence I have found myself in. Everybody, you see, a lot of people don't ask that question. That's the question that uh, Rupa and Sanatan asked Lord Caitanya. He said, "Why am I in this world? Why are we in this world? Why am I in this world?" The same thing. Uh, why am I suffering? Why is everybody else suffering? Why is God doing this? Why? See that now you're inquiring and if you inquire from the right person, only a liberated person can give you the right answer. Only those who, like it says in Bhagavad Gita, approach a bona fide spiritual master. They have seen the truth.
Mhm.
Okay? Seeing the truth is Krishna's name, and if you're really seeing the truth, doesn't mean you're seeing the name. You're seeing the truth. You're experiencing the love of Radha, which reveals the truth of that name, the happiness in that name, the sweetness of the name, the amazing grace of that name. See, now you found completion in the name. The name is in you because the name is very attracted to you because of that love. Was it attracts Christians only attracted to devotion, and that's in you now. You got the gift. You got the gift. Narayan Raj couldn't give the gift. ISKCON can't give the gift. Prabhupada didn't give the gift. It wasn't time. He gave that to Gauri Das. He said, 99, okay, you're giving the gift out there. You have people coming to you and you're telling the confidential truths and showing it, and they're getting it. This has my full approval. You're doing exactly what I want you to do. You do more of that. You do more of that with the finger, He gave me the finger. You don't
Jai
want,
Srila Prabhupada.
you want this finger. You do more of that.
Hmm.
There's a difference between this and this. That was the danda. He gave me the danda. He gave me my sannyas. Didn't he? He gave me the finger. Here you go. Take the finger. Take my. It's so heavy for me to carry anyway. You carry it for a while. See, I didn't know he was passing me the danda. It's not so bad. I don't even think about it. This is part of the action.
Oh,
You come here if you're lucky if you get this finger, not this one. I gave one of those this finger. Okay, you go on your own then. You take the hard path. Let my
What to do?
disciples, they got compassion
What
on
to
me.
do?
Well, it's all part of the Leela. Don't worry about it. You'll see it always. The Lord, once He gets a little, even little hook in you, He doesn't let go, even if it takes a lifetime or two. You can see Rangaleka very deeply considering all these things. Very attentively. Got him thinking deeply about all of this. So, Rangaleka, tell us, give us a word.
Hello.
Hello
That's the
there.
word. I've got just recently my life has changed completely again. I'm going to Turkey and mixing with Lolita. It's put me back on a firmer basis. And I'm wanting to transmit and promote bhakti everywhere. And listening to you is wonderful. It's really wonderful. It really gives me a fillip. It really gives me a lift up. I'm feeling so lifted up because everybody out there wants to help me and giving me advice and things, which I'm taking most of it. And because my mind is open, it's really open now. It got closed a little bit, but it's opened and it's expanded. And it's because of you actually that it has expanded. Everything comes down to you. If you look at our Sangha and everybody in it, everybody comes down to you in the end, whether they're here or not. It all comes down to you. And if they're not here, then they're not getting the juice that's coming through you and going out to us.
Mm-hmm.
And if we're there for the juice, which is coming out to us, we become sort of happy. Which is great. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. And then you'd be happy with everybody. And I had a lot of happiness beforehand, so it kept me instead as I was going in my own way. And then the doors were closing slightly closing, and then you came again into my life. You see, you're not going to let go. You say that the Lord's not going to let go of us, but you're not going to let go of us either, because you're empowered by the Lord. And if I remember that, if I remember that my Guru Gora Haridas is empowered by the Lord, I will be empowered by the Lord, because that's all you're doing. You just use the filter. The Lord is speaking through you, and Prabhupada's speaking through you, and all the rest of the beautiful people are speaking through you, and you're speaking at us. So, eventually some of this at us is going to get splattered all over. Get off. I don't want it to get off because it's there. It's there. It's shit. If you see my face in HD or whatever, it would be all covered in mud and everything like this. And it's all got Gora Haridas written on it. Gora Haridas written on it. And this is wonderful.
Yeah.
It's not something that you can get off or you want to get off. You can soap and water, it doesn't have any effect. It doesn't have any effect at all on you. It's soap and water, that is. But the Guru Guru Hari Das that's in there, it's coming in there, it's coming straight down here and bursting out of me all over the place. It's so good. So good. And I feel so wonderful. Just listening to Srila Guru Hari Das passing on his knowledge in this way this morning. It's wonderful. It's really wonderful. And he even asked me what I feel like, and I can therefore feel to everybody else to show them.
You look like 30 years younger. Like you got a new lease on life.
Yeah, well, only from here upwards. From there downwards, it's not. I want to go. I want to go to India now again, because this coldness and this cold sort of atmosphere is making me horrible again. So as soon as I get my passport back from the office, I got stopped coming back, from Turkey by the passport authorities, and they wouldn't let me through. On 3 occasions, they kept saying, "Get your passport sorted out." So I've sorted it out now, sent it off to the passport office to get it done, and then I'll get a visa. Can I get a visa for more than 2 months? Because that's all they're doing now is 2 months of visa.
Wow.
Because I'm British, and they're against me. Modi's against me.
Why don't you go to Portugal or somewhere warm?
Well, that's a good point. I'll take that on board, and I will go. I might go to India and then go to Portugal. Or I'll just go to Portugal.
Yeah, or somewhere. I mean, go just somewhere warm. You don't have to go all the way to India, because India, is getting more strict, and there's a lot of things. Yeah, just a lot more regulations and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying, if you want to go somewhere warm, Portugal. I think, is Portugal warm now?
I think it'd be warmer than Great Britain.
Yeah, somewhere. I mean,
That's for sure.
wherever is close and warm, like over there.
Yeah. Norway's quite close. But that's colder. Paddy Perry said, nah, there are no regulations in India now. But
where there's no regulation, where?
In India now.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's okay.
Maybe it's all right.
Yeah.
So I want a 6 months visa anyway. Anything, So
Yeah.
I want to stay for a long time. And then I'll go to Portugal after that. And drink some vino down there.
Yeah. You got somebody to help you going over to India?
Yeah, be nice. But I'm not worried. Anything will do, So I've got somebody over there I can get hold of, and it'll look after me for a while. So.
Oh yeah, you got somebody? Okay.
Yeah, it's got a bridge bossy.
Yeah. Ah.
But I'd like someone to go to Goa with me. Goa.
Oh, Goa. Boy, you got big plans there, Grangalega.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'd like to go to New Zealand as well. That's bigger plan.
Oh,
But,
no, don't go. I tell you, those places, they're draconian lockdowns now.
Are they? Why?
It's New World Order, man. They've been planning this.
Fuck the New World Order. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's okay. No problem.
I mean, pluck it out. and smash it up.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. River, why don't you read us something? Read us the prayers of Queen Kunti. Weren't you reading that before a little bit?
I'm going off, Gurudev, but I will still listen.
Okay,
Okay?
great.
I'm
Okay,
going off, but I will still listen.
okay.
Haribol. Haribol.
Thanks, Ranga, for the report.
Okay. Would you like me to start from the beginning, Maharaj?
Yeah.
Okay. It's chapter 8, canto 1 of the Srimad Bhagavatam. Thank you, Maharaj. Praised by Queen Kunti and Brikshit saved. Sutta Goswami said thereafter, the Pandavas, desiring to deliver water to the dead relatives who had desired it, went to the Ganga with Draupadi. The ladies walked in front. I'm going to read that
Yeah,
again, Maharaj.
and see, this is ultimately leading to see every this the the ultimate idea of this is to deliver water to the dead relatives. Basically, first of all, we're all relatives, ultimately in the highest thing. Okay, we're all relatives, and we're here to deliver water to them. What is the best water you can deliver? Tears to the zombies. You know, we got these walking zombies now. Without love of God, you're more or less a zombie. I mean, it's just the way it is. See, so we're here to deliver. Now, this is the highest level of preaching. What I've just told you now, nobody's ever said. This is like completely new revelation. But this is the truth. You know, we're here to deliver water to the dead relatives and make them relatives because they're dead. When they're dead, you know, we can't relate to them. You know, you can't interact with them. They're walking around dead, walking dead. See, so we deliver our water, our tears, and our ecstasy, ecstatic chanting. See, like this, and wait and see. Now we give them water and we give them new life. See, so we get the walking dead while we're here. The dead probably listening up there, but you know, we're dealing with people in this world. That's why we're here to give our tears. This is our offering of real water, the water that you know, the of life to people, you know, where they get the love of God in them. See, the love of Krishna, the love of Christ in them. See, so now that's the real offering. That's the now you're waking up the forefathers and people in the world too at the same time. Very highly auspicious what we're doing. Go ahead, read on.
Okay. Having lamented over them and sufficiently offered Ganga water, they bathed in the Ganga, whose water is sanctified due to being mixed with the dust of the lotus feet of the Lord. There sat the king of the Kurus, Maharaj Yudhisthira, along with his younger brother Dahastra,
Dhritarashtra.
Dhritarashtra, wow, Gadahari, Kunti, and Draupadi, all overwhelmed with grief. Lord Krishna was also there. Citing the stringent laws of the Almighty and their reactions upon living beings, Lord Sri Krishna and the Munis began to pacify those who were shocked and affected. The
See, you know,
clever,
the stringent, that's the whole purpose of the Vaidhi is to help people because the laws are so stringent, you know, and difficult, you know, that the Vaidhi Bhakti thing is to get a little bit of relief from the actions and reactions, but you don't get full relief from them. It's only when the love for Krishna, love for God, in our line it's Krishna, right? So for the love of Krishna, relieves you from the stringent laws of material nature. That's why this is where it's all going. Is that love of God, because that brings you back into the Garden of Eden. Vrindavan is the Garden of Eden explained. See, it brings you back into closeness with the Lord, and now the Lord takes care of you. See, the Lord takes care of you because you're so close with the Lord. It's just like, and the world is like that. Can you look? What if you were the friend of the real intimate friend of President Trump? He's going to like you so much. He's going to give you money, right? Wouldn't you? If you have a friend that really gives you happiness, right? And you're rich, he's going to give you, man, hey, man, I'm going to give you a car. I mean, Elvis Presley did that for his friends. His servants were like his friend. He says, man, he gave them all Harleys, man. A motorcycle Harley, man. Those are expensive. You give him Harleys, you got him everything. Oh, we'll set you up with an apartment, a car, and whatever, because he's rich, filthy rich. You know? Come on, man. This is the way it is with the Lord. You get in with the Lord, close friend of the Lord, singing the same thing. Wow, man, I like this. I like this River Yamuna, man. I like this Rangaleka, man. They're my buddies, man. And he's clean rich, man. He's got all the riches. Let's see him set him up with this, set him up with that. Let's set him up in the city. Yeah, man, because she's my intimate friend. How much more so this is true for us who become bosom buddies with that master of a billion Trumps, that master of a million Jesuses. That's Lord Caitanya has given such a gift to people here. See, given such a wonderful gift. Yeah. Go ahead, read on. Oops. I think she is. Let's try this. Oh, yeah. Go ahead there.
Get married. Sorry. The clever Duryodhana and his party cunningly upsurged the kingdom of Yudhisthira. Usurped, sorry, Maharaj. The kingdom of Yudhisthira, who had no enemy. But the grace of the Lord, the recovery was executed, and the unscrupulous, is that right? And the unscrupulous king was joined with Duryodhana.
With the grace, everything is all codes. Sorry about that.
It's okay, Maharaj.
Yeah. These are all codes of how everything can work so perfectly. See, by the grace of Lord Krishna, the Pandavas got the kingdom back. So this kingdom on the spirit level, on the spiritual level, this is how we recover our spiritual kingdom. That's why you see Jesus said, "My kingdom is not of this world." See, he recovered the spiritual kingdom which we all belong to. By the grace of the Lord. See, that's why the Lord says that we need his helpers. See, his helpers are his real intimate devotees. See, so they help to recover that kingdom for them too. See, because you're all like kings and queens, man. It's the truth. Jesus was like a king, right? See, with a kingdom. Oh yeah, you're all like this, yeah. Because and with that, when you follow the real process, you become you get that kingdom that Maya has usurped from you. She took all your intelligence, took all your love, and turned it towards illusion, turned it towards material objects, turned it towards dogs and cats and goldfish and money and all of that, and usurped your love and put it into material things, making you think that you are the body, you are material thoughts, and you are material emotions. You see, usurp the true kingdom of true knowledge, the essence of all knowledge, and the essence of all real pure love of God, pure feelings, all taken away. See? So the Lord, when you're like an Amy and everybody else here, and you come into this submissive condition, you realize, hey, I tried everything, I couldn't get out. I even tried Vaidhi, and all I got was a bunch of pedophile gurus. Or maybe even got a good guru, but he only could give me good things, make me a Brahmin. But my heart ain't satisfied with just being a Brahmin.
No.
See, when your heart ain't satisfied with anything in the world, you become a ripe candidate for this preaching. Because maybe you'll listen. How would you listen if you think you know everything about life? You know everything about Prabhupada's books. You know everything about Jesus and the Bible. How are you going to listen? Because it's by listening and by hearing that you start to get this kingdom that's been usurped from you by so many illusions in this world. See, the Maya usurps. She's the usurper. Don't, people blaming this person. Oh, it's his fault. They're all puppets from Maya, man. You ever hear that? Puppets for the elites and everything. These guys are puppets. Well, the puppets are the puppets. The Rothschilds are puppets. Klaus Schwab is a puppet for the illusory potency who works under the direction of my Lord Krishna. Well, he delegates. He does. He just likes to play in the job. He delegates to Vishnu. He's the one that pulls the strings here. That's why you do Vaidhi. You're kind of worshiping Vishnu in the name of Krishna, but that's all it is. It's in the name of Krishna. How do you know? Oh, no ecstatic love, man. When you chant Hare Krishna, that's how you know it's not you're not really worshiping Krishna yet. You're worshiping by name only. When you start to see the tears, man, the Radha's love, causes tears and laughter and all of that. Okay, now we're talking about the real Krishna. Now your devotions start to become real for Krishna. Okay, that's where you get that from the real spiritual master, the real representative of Vrindavan, who is a resident of Vrindavan and proves it in the world. And they want to prove this love to this world, that it is sublime and superior to all other paths. You come here, very quickly you'll become on the path of Prema Bhakti. It's a path. It's a pot of gold. Go ahead there, Rita.
Okay. Okay. By the grace of the Lord, the recovery was executed, and the unscrupulous kings were joined with Duryodhana, were killed by him. Duryodhana.
That's okay.
Sorry, Ma.
It's all right.
Others also died, their duration of life having decreased for their rough handling of the hair of a Queen Draupadi. Lord Shri Krishna.
She was a devotee. And our thing is, our duration of life is decreased automatically. And that doesn't mean that you die. Your life, that when you're miserable, this is why on the Vaidhi path, one of the biggest obstacle for them is not what they eat. Is how they treat the liberated souls that have come here to deliver their buttocks. See, otherwise their life is diminished from the rough handling of the ecstatic devotees here. Rough. You ever see some of these Ram Das Rijavashi? That's rough handling. Your life is decreased. What is that life? The life is the happiness you see here. This is real life. See? Your life, and then you go around like a prune. You ever see some of these sannyasis and Brahmins? We're proud. That means your life has been diminished. You don't get the real life. I don't care about your body living and dying. No. Your life, your energy, your happiness is not excessive. You walk around with a prune, and then you see ecstatic devotees, and you rough handle them, and then you become more of a prune. Your life is diminished more. You become a miserly guy. I see it all the time. I see so many of these sannyasis in the Raj group. They rough handling of the devotees even. They're proud because of pride. See, their life is diminished. They become prunes. They become like on the path of Ramachandra Puri, a fault finder of devotees. But Haridas, you're also a fault finder. Yeah, I find the faults. I find this is putting you in the darkness, man. And here, I'll let this word lift you out of that fault. See, that's a whole different way of looking at fault finding, but only from chanting in ecstasy for a long time can you identify faults and lift people out of them if they want to come out of the darkness. But if they love the darkness better than the light, no, I love being a rough sannyasi and having all these guys, that I manipulated and I beat down, into, don't you question my authority, I am the science. They do that in this religious stuff. That's not very humble of you, questioning my authority. You comply. What is it? This is. See? And then you follow their orders, you become just as miserable as they are. See? That's the secret here. Look at you. You're becoming as happy or maybe even happier than Haridas. Ooh, different result, huh? Simply because this word is this word can lift you out of this dark stuff. Okay, so here it's a different result. There you follow these sannyasis in religion and all this. They get a little manipulation and maybe you're raped a little bit. That's what reports I'm getting. Oh man, their suppressed memories are coming out. Yeah, man, these guys, not only a gang of them, not just one sannyasi, groups. Okay, it's different result here. You see, this word lifts you up into your heart, into your relation, awaken your relationship with Krishna. And it's very nice, isn't it? It's nice to be enlivened instead of deadened. See, this is you get the power to give life, not take it away, not to usurp it. See, this is why these. If anybody says that they represent Krishna consciousness now, of becoming conscious of Krishna, now they're usurping that truth from you if they can't do it. See, and if you can't, see, we can do that. We bring people, draw them into the true kingdom of this relationship, eternal relationship of loving Krishna. See, we give you a Slurpee. They usurp. See, usurp. Take it away from you. That's called religion. See, you come here, you kick the ladder of religion away and just are living in truth and spirit, the spirit of love. Yeah. So you don't need that anymore. You follow the path of prema here. And if you're not feeling the prema yet, you just keep listening and you'll feel enlivened and you'll be stripped of all your miseries. I don't know why everybody would. Why are you religionists? Why are you gurus? Don't you want to be a real guru? Yeah, you come here, we'll teach you how to speak life into people where they become as liberated as you, and you'll be happy about it. They'll never leave you. They will leave them now because they find, ultimately they run away. Because you'll run away because you get too much karma from them and you can't dissolve it. You come here, you become real gurus, man. You'll get real ecstatic love for God, which is the power to liberate your disciples. Otherwise, you die in glory. You become inglorious. You misrepresented Vrindavan. I mean, that's really the truth. You're out there walking around, and you're an idol. Idol worship is even abhorred by in the Moses. Thou shalt not worship anything before me. But Haridas, your people are worshiping you. No, not really. You're worshiping what I'm worshiping. That word that comes out of my mouth is my life and soul. And I'm just delivering it to you, and you're saying, very good, it's giving me life. Yeah, because it's my life. I'm giving my life to my friends. I also worship this. We're worshiping together this word. This word, you can check it. It's all in the book. It's the liberated soul, the resident Vrindavan, who delivers you. I just speak the truth. And you just are lucky that you found somebody that actually does represent, and not the fake guru, not the imitators, not the ones that lack this true knowledge. Hey, it's great luck. Hey, you won the lottery. How do you know? How do you feel? Is this an extraordinary experience for you? Well, when you find the real guru and you find the real God, because you found the real guru, with the real guru, you find the real God. With the real God, you find the real guru. And they both become the most important thing in all your lifetimes. Why? How do you feel? You got anything? Yeah, when you find reality, the reality, the highest truth is Guru, Krishna, and Guru Sadhu Shastras. You notice that's all here. You got real sadhus who have real love for God, and you got a real guru, and you got the real Shastras being preached. What else do you need? You found the essence of real happiness. You notice it's the three, right? Sat Chidananda, Guru Sadhu Shastra. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. You see, it's three. Always, you got to have the three. We got the three here. We got the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. We got Sat Chidananda. We got Guru Sadhu Shastra. There ain't anything in this whole universe is all of them better than having that possession. What's muted? Where's the real light? Raga, it has been muted for 1 hour ago? Oh, maybe you're muted. Something to do with your thing. Maybe restart all this. Maybe.
Frozen.
Oh. So anyway, somebody help him. Why he's muted, I don't know. Oh, yeah, yeah. Is there what he's not hearing? Is the main thing? Is he hearing? Yeah. If he's hearing, it's okay. He's hearing. Yes means well, okay. Anyway.
Yes, he was nodding, so he can hear us.
Okay, so stop sending me messages. Let me. I'm preaching now. The main thing is hearing. Okay, go ahead. Read on there. Read on.
Okay. Thank you. Lord Sri Krishna caused 3 well-performed horse sacrifices to be conducted by Maharaj Yudhisthira, and thus caused his virtuous fame to be glorified in all directions, like that of Indra, who had performed.
Yeah. You see, these are horse sacrifices. So and your fame increases. So the Lord, see, this was before Lord Caitanya came. Now, this Sankirtan movement, when you get Guru Sadhu Shastra together, this is the greatest sacrifice, because the fame of the real Shastras, the real Guru, and the real Sadhus will spread all over the world. The real God will be preached in this world, and that's what's happening here. Every day we coming here, and this is for you guys who don't come so often. You're missing out on the greatest sacrifice. You should come regularly. as regularly as possible, because you're missing out on the greatest, most rare sacrifice in this world. This is 1,000 times more powerful than Maharaj Yudhishthir's sacrifice with a bunch of horses. Okay? We're sacrificing on the level of the gift of Lord Caitanya has given us and the fame of the true devotees. See, the true gurus, the true devotees, the true conception of the Lord's grace of in this Kali Yuga, the true how to get this pure love of God is being the fame of the Lord Caitanya here, and that grace is being promoted now. Otherwise, they're not promoting it. They don't have the power to do it. They don't have the real Guru Sadhu Shastra yet. They're speculate on the Shastras. They speculate on what is a Guru, but just by their example of not being a real Guru, for God's sake. You become an instant hypocrite. See? So their power is so diminished. This is the greatest sacrifice on this planet. This is the hope for the world, really, truly. Yeah, Guru, Sadhu, Shastra, getting together, having Hari Katha, chanting the holy names in ecstatic love and prema. Greatest sacrifice to Krishna. It purifies. Even Lord Caitanya said that the ecstatic devotees purify the whole universe, much less this world. That's our contribution in all of this. People are sometimes fighting them. They're fighting each other. Okay, fine. Now you're empowered to fight each other. Well, we're empowered to bring the path of prema devotion, the gift of Lord Caitanya to this world, revived again, to really deliver people, give them real assurance of deliverance, where you experience that awakening in yourself. That's your liberation. Liberated feelings, man. Liberated mindset. Go ahead, River.
Okay. Just the last few words. You had performed 100 such sacrifices. Lord Sri Krishna then prepared for his departure.
See, 100 sacrifices. See, they did it over and over again, over and over again. This sacrifice, see, that one comes to an end. How many horses can you want to sit there and sacrifice these horses? After a while, you get a little bored, This sacrifice, so special, man. This is really close to the Lord's heart. You think he's really that interested in the horse sacrifices? That's okay. But it gets people on the track, But this sacrifice is very dear to Lord Caitanya. What we do here is very dear. See, it brings us very close to the Lord. And this is so juicy that both the Lord and the Lord's devotees, they just want to do this forever, to discuss the confidential nature of the absolute truth, to chant the holy names and relish the ecstasy of this communing with God, with Krishna. Oh, the best sacrifice. And this is one we just, 100 times ain't enough. 1,000 times ain't enough. 1,000,000 times ain't enough. To do this on forever is always ever fresh and ever freshening. You want to freshen up? Don't go to the toilet. Come here. Don't go to the beauty parlor. You want to freshen up? You want to look more beautiful? Come here. You want more power in the world? Klaus Schwab? Come here. You'll get the power to speak life into people. You have the power of immortality in your hands. Not only will you be immortal, you make people immortal. You have the power to make useless eaters in your eyes very contributing citizens in the world, contributing things that most people can't contribute. Contribute to their deliverance. Yeah, man, the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. It's always kind of like that. Go ahead.
Okay. Lord Sri Krishna then prepared for his departure. he invited the sons of Pandu. After having been worshipped by the Brahmanas, headed by Srila Vasudev, the Lord also reciprocated in greetings. As soon as he seated himself on the chariot to start for Dwarka, he saw Uttahari hurrying towards him in fear.
Yeah, how the Lord reciprocates in greetings is interesting too. See, the Lord, he reciprocates. This is his nature. He reciprocated with the Brahmin, shaking his hand probably. Not embracing. No, a Brahmin would never think. No, or in reverence more, maybe he paid obeisances to the Lord, and he gave him respect, a handshake or something. See, more distance. See, so the Lord reciprocates. So here we're helping others get into a deeper reciprocation with the Lord. See, here you reciprocate with your heart. Your loving feelings towards the Lord. That's your paraphernalia now. See, that's your way of worship. See, this loving exchange of mellows. See, is the way of reciprocation now. And that's more satisfying to the Lord and to the devotees here. That's why you say, that's a witness. Yeah, this is really wonderful to worship God like this. Yeah, go ahead there, River.
As soon as he seated himself on the chariot to start for Dwarka, he saw Uttahari hurrying towards him in fear. Uttahari said, "O Lord of Lords, Lord of the universe, you're the greatest of mystics. Please protect me. Protect me, for there is no one else who can save me from the clutches of death in this world of duality."
You see how that puts everybody ultimately back to God. Even like Draupadi, I was telling one devotee here the other day. Well, it looks like I can't help you. My hands are just like let's use it. See, everything's in the book. See, Uttari also had nobody could really help her except the Lord Himself. And that's what sometimes we need to really turn with all we have. Like Ajamil, he just. No, he didn't even do it. He turned to his son. That's okay. But turn to the Lord, to help us, because we need it. And in these kind of situations, and when we do that, we start to get reciprocation. Queen Kunti was like that. She would always have problems and just turn her full attention to the Lord, and then we get that reciprocation. We do that here, but we don't have to be in distress to do that. This because of Lord Caitanya giving us such powerful grace. You just turn your full attention to the Lord when you're chanting, and you'll see the Lord will reciprocate. He'll come really close. I mean, that's what I do. It works really good. Full attention, you'll see. If you're spaced out and you're thinking about this and about that, well, your experience won't be that deep. But the more you do this, the more you practice being attentive in your chanting the Lord's names, and the eagerness will come, the communion will come, and that ever fresh experience will come more and more. Yeah. I think I want to stop for a while. Let's see what's going on here. Well, go ahead and read a little bit. I'm going to kind of move around a little bit, but I'll be listening. Okay.
Raj, does Tom want to read?
Oh, do you want to read a little bit, Tom? Yeah, let him read. I'll be listening. I'll be around. I got to go to the bathroom stuff.
Text 9.
Yeah. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 8. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see. It's Chapter 8. Yeah, that's it. You got it.
Okay. Uttara said, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Whoa. Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Srila Kalidas J. Uttara said,
Oh yeah, sorry, Tom. Carry on.
O Lord of Lords, Lord of the universe, you are the greatest of mystics. Please protect me, for there is no one else who can save me from the clutches of death in this world of duality. O my Lord, you are all-powerful. A fiery iron arrow is coming towards me fast. My Lord, let it burn me personally, if you so desire. But please do not let it burn and abort my embryo. Please do me this favor, my Lord. Wow. Sutta Goswami said, having patiently heard her words, Lord Sri Krishna, who was always very affectionate to his devotees, could at once understand that Ashwatthama, the son of Dronacharya, had thrown the Brahmastra to finish the last life in the Pandava family. Wow. O foremost among the great thinkers, Munis, Shaunaka, seeing the glaring Brahmastra proceeding towards them, the Pandavas took up their 5 respective weapons.
Hey, Tom, why don't you read some Chaitanya Bhagavat?
Okay. Any chapter?
You and River decide.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Let's see. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Chaitanya Bhagavat is said, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. My book is open at page 591. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
That's chapter 2 of the Ancha Kunda.
Yes, yes.
Are you going to start from the beginning of the paragraph, the chapter?
I think we were somewhere at this. We left, so we can. I like to start at 590 in the middle. Okay.
Page 590 in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I did that. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan. The Supreme Lord then embraced all the Vaishnavas individually and bathed them with his cascading tears of love. After so comforting them with his divine sweetness, he headed south. The Vaishnavas, touched by his love, wept piteously in separation, falling repeatedly to the ground with stunned hearts. Wow. The scene appeared the same as when Krishna was being taken to Mathura from Vrindavan. I can do the microphone maybe. Okay. The scene appeared the same as when Krishna was being taken to Mathura from Vrindavan, and all the young coward damsels were drowning in a vast ocean of sorrow. The Vaishnavas managed to contain their agony of separation from Sri Chaitanya in the same manner as the gopis, who went on with their lives whilst standing their broken hearts. Being composed of pure spiritual goodness, Vishuddha Sattva, the transcendental emotions shown in the pastimes of Sri Krishna and his associates are none different in spiritual quality from the emotions displayed in the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya and his devotees. They are of the same spiritual status and purely transcendental. Wow. Yeah, this quality, wow. One should always remember that the matter of life and death is entirely in the hands of the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna. He decides if one should live even after consuming poison, and he decides if one should die even after drinking the nectar of immortality. On this journey to Nilachala, Sri Gaurasundara was accompanied by Sri Nityananda Prabhu, Sri Gadadhar Pandit, Sri Mukunda, Sri Govinda, Sri Jagannatha Pandit, and Sri Brahmananda. The Supreme Lord, wishing to test his followers, inquired, "Has anyone amongst you brought anything along for this journey? Tell me frankly." To this they replied, "My dear Lord, without your permission, which of us would dare to bring anything?" The Lord was greatly pleased at their reply. The Lord now spoke, delineating the import of this seemingly simple question. He said, you have made he very happy by not bringing anything with you. Everyone is liable to enjoy only what is destined to him. Wow. Everyone is liable to enjoy only what is destined to him, even if he is in the forest. That which is due to him through destiny will find him. Wow. Oh yes, now I remember this sentence. When it's sprinkled by his will, by the water of his will. Wow, sprinkled by the water of his will. Even if he is in the forest, that which is due to him through destiny will find him. If Providence wills that someone goes without food, then even if he is a prince, he will have to fast. The prince's larder may be filled with food, but the Lord also so wills it. But if the Lord so wills it, he cannot eat. He may suddenly get into a quarrel with someone and out of anger refuse to eat and remain sulking. He may also, without warning, be attacked by high fever, in which case there is no question of eating anything. This is all happening in truth by the Lord's sweet will. Yes, this is all happening in truth by the Lord's sweet will. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Yes, I feel we can wish for a lot of things, but if it's not blessed with the water of the Lord's will. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. It only happens when it's blessed by the Lord's will. The entire universe is Krishna's storehouse filled with grains and foodstuff. If the Lord so desires, we can get food anywhere and everywhere. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. The Supreme Lord, as Sri Gaurasundara, was personally instructing everyone on the absolute truth and the correct attitude towards Krishna. Those who accept his word with faith. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yes. Those who accept his word with faith, taking them into their hearts, experience immense joy. The efforts of the soul, the jiva, will never bear fruit unless the Supreme Lord sanctions them. One may try very carefully to do something, but the result of the endeavor depends entirely on the Lord's will. Teaching the devotees spiritual knowledge and discussing the entire way, Sri Gaurasundara's party arrived in the village of Atisara. A very advanced scholar and pure devotee, Sri Ananta Pandit, lived in this village. The Lord decided to sojourn in his residence. I am unable to describe the extent of his good fortune. Sri Ananta Pandit was an extremely magnanimous and saintly soul. The Lord's presence in his home made him so jubilant that he became oblivious to his external surroundings. Wow, this is exactly how it works, yes. Oh my God. The Lord's presence in his home, made him so jubilant that he became oblivious to his external surroundings. Joyful that the Lord and Master of Vaikuntha had arrived in his own home as a guest, he happily busied himself to prepare fine foodstuffs for the Lord and his devotees. Sri Gaurasundara and his followers sat down and honored the cooked prasadam. In this way, the Lord was instructing everyone how to lead the ideal mendicant life of a sannyasi by subsisting upon alms. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. How to lead the ideal mendicant life of a sannyasi by subsisting upon alms. Throughout the night, the Lord made kirtana and spoke Krishna Katha, thus blessing Sri Ananta Pandit's home. Next morning, after blessing Ananta Pandit with his merciful glance, the Lord proceeded upon his journey with Krishna's name constantly vibrating on his lips. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. When the villagers saw the Lord's compassionate moon-like face, which was a soothing balm for all tribulations, they spontaneously began to repeat the Lord's holy name. The unbearable heat of material existence, scorching their lives, subsided as they continuously chanted the holy names of Krishna. Wow, Hari Hari. Hari Hari. Wow. Yes. This is when all the anarthas dissolve into the background. Yes. Yogis steeped in long, arduous meditation find it practically impossible to attain darshan of the Lord's lotus feet within their hearts. Yet now even ordinary persons could freely see the unlimited beauty of the Lord as he went upon his journey. Wow. Wow. Yes. So he's available, yes.
Does Ranga want to read?
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I could not see his face
okay.
because of the private chat spot popping up.
It's okay. Ranga, can you hear me? You can. Was you able to press that link that Karuna put up called Veda Base? Was you able? If you click that, can you click it now?
Where is it?
You know, in the private chat at the bottom, it says private chat.
Right.
If you scroll up backwards, you'll find rangatryvedabase.io.
Yeah, I've done it.
Has it come up?
Yeah.
Well, choose something on there from the Gita or the Chaitanya Charitamrita or the Srimad Bhagavatam. Choose something from there to read. Can you do that now? If you choose a book.
Yeah.
Which one have you chosen?
Chapter 6 of the Ananta Leela.
In the Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
That's good.
With the ropes of his causeless mercy, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu employed a trick to deliver Raghunath Das, Goswami, from the blind well of contemptible family life. He made Raghunath Das Goswami one of his personal associates, placed him under the charge of Sarup Damodar Goswami. I offer my obeisances into him. Text 2. All glory to Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu, all glory to Lord Nityananda, all glory to Sri Advaita Acharya, all glories to all the devotees of Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Text 3. This Lord Gaurachandra performed various pastimes with his associates at Jagannath Puri in varieties of transcendental pleasure.
Ranga?
Hello?
Ranga, would you be able to slow down a little bit, please?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Text 3. I don't know what's funny about that, but it's funny. The Lord Gaurachandra performed various pastimes with his associates at Jagannath Puri in varieties of transcendental pleasure. Text 4. Although Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu felt pangs of separation from Krishna, he did not manifest his feelings externally, for he feared the unhappiness of his devotees. Do you want me to comment on these?
If you want to, yeah.
Which just goes to show you that the actual wonder of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is actually Krishna himself. But he didn't want to manifest his feelings externally, for he feared the unhappiness of his devotees. So he wanted to save his devotees from having any I can't think of the word, but he wanted to save his devotees from being unhappy by hearing his pastimes. So it just shows, if we are born we're born from Krishna, which we are, or Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu, we will have the same sort of love for everyone in this world. And it's just a question of finding out where that love resides in you. If you find out where it resides in you, you can bring it up to the surface. And then when you're going out and you're cursing everybody all the time, you're going to feel bad about it, because you're not actually cursing anybody. You're cursing yourself by doing this. You're not showing your true character. Your true character is, of course, love. And this is the whole of my life is about. It's about love. It's about finding love and acting on love and being in love and loving everybody. If I love everybody, I'm going to be happy. Well, I am happy. I'm really happy. I'm not look very happy, but I'm very happy because I'm doing what Krishna wants me to do, doing what Lord Caitanya wants me to do. I'm actually in tune with my fellow sufferers. And if I get down on Vaidhi Bhaktis or the Karmis or anything, I'm going to feel awful about it, because being down on them is not giving them enough respect. So if I'm down on them and I don't correct them in any way, I'm not doing my job. I'm not being Krishna conscious. I'm not doing what Krishna wants me to do. So for everybody, there's everybody in this world, everything in this world, every living thing in this world is Krishna consciousness. It's Krishna conscious. And if you just attack it at the point where it is Krishna conscious, this goes for a plant or a fish or an animal or a bird or a human being or whatever. If you attack it at its Krishna consciousness and put a what do they call those things that you go climbing with? Those we're going gaps and you knock them in and it holds a rope on. If you put one of those things in the gap and just pull it apart a bit by saying Krishna conscious things. I mean, obviously the guy who you said it to or the girl you said it to are not going to believe you at first, and they'll go,
That's a great.
Get so why coming out because he's not wanted there in the first place. Inside the core of Krishna consciousness, and he's pushing on this stuff. He's pushing it out, and as soon as they realize this, and they want this thing from you, or they want this thing from Krishna. It's got to come out. And all you got to do is just turn the key a little bit, give them a little bit of Krishna consciousness. I mean, it looks like you're not doing anything, but you are in fact doing something. You got the gap on it, and you're just getting the pickaxe in it and opening up the hole, so that this Krishna consciousness can flow into the heart, and then can flow out and push out all these anarthas and things that we've got built up in our bodies over millions of years. We can push them out very, very, very quickly. Very, very quickly, actually. You know, if I think that my body's been down here for millions of years, and it's been in all these anarthas and everything else, and think about the last 60 years or so, you know, down on this planet, and which is nothing, and most of them have been thrown away. I've got some, obviously, some anarthas in my body. I hope I haven't got a lot, because they don't have hurt when I realise what they are and get rid of them. But it's easy. It's like a if you imagine, if you go to an old castle and it's got an old dungeon in the ground, and the door or the windows haven't been opened for 4 million years. You know, so all you got to do is open the door. All you got to do is open the door, and the light goes in, and that's it. You know, it becomes illuminated. This is the same with Krishna consciousness. As soon as you get a click in the door and wedge open that little bit of space, the light comes in. The light of Krishna consciousness illuminates the whole heart, which will then illuminate the body, and all this badness and these bad thoughts that you have will just be blown out eventually. It may seem like a long time, but it's not. Just a question of a few small little years that are happening to us, and it's nothing that's going to keep forever. You know, so the blackest demon or the devil or whatever it is will be, as soon as you get the axe in him and pull it open, the smallest, tiniest little bit of, you know, the 1 millimeter account, you know, it'd be illuminate his whole body. It's bound to illuminate it. You know, and this is the goodness of Krishna. This is the goodness of Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu. He's coming down and giving us this, just pouring it on us. And he's inundated the whole world in this bhakti, which is splashing around. And the people who are holding on to this whole thing, like Varnashram Dham and all these Varnashram systems, which is all right, but it's very, very, it's like giving a cancer patient aspirin. I mean, the aspirin will cure a little bit of it. It'll start a little bit of goodness going, but that's it. It's a little bit. So you got to go on with this aspirin for donkey's years before it gets down to the bottom of the problem. But Krishna consciousness, letting that tiny little bit, that atomic part, will automatically open up the body to new experiences, and these new experiences will go from here, round here, and go round and round and round and round, and eventually they're going to work out for the best possible reason. For the best possible reason. And the best possible reason is to make you Krishna consciousness, which will make you happy. And I can't think of a better reason. Better, two reasons to make you happy and make you Krishna conscious. And that's good. And when you learn when you understand what Krishna consciousness is about, it's not about a set of rules and regulations. It's about the finer things that you are, and how you adapt to people and how you treat people, etc. And you give them that little tiny bit that they need, and then Krishna will do the rest. It does it all anyway. But if you give them a little bit of something to think about, and they shout at you and say, "You're stupid, you're an idiot, you're a nutcase," you've done it. You don't have to go back there, because they've done it. This way, going through the minds, through the heart, through the body, through the mind, and eventually it'll come out in Krishna consciousness. You can't give somebody Krishna consciousness now unless you happen to be a part of Guru Hari's movement. That's the only way you can do it. You can't do it yourself. You've got to take from Guru Hari the goodness that is feeding into your body, into that crack that we've opened up into that body, and we open it up wider and wider and wider. We're just going on as being something, superb, and it feels so good. Since I became Krishna consciousness, my whole life has changed immeasurably. It's changed because the things that I used to like doing, I don't like doing anymore, and I'd rather not do them. I'd rather not do them. I still watch Netflix on the computer and stuff, and a few people have said to me, "What are you watching Netflix for?" Well, I watch Netflix, but I see Krishna in all the things I see. I see him everywhere I go. I see him there. He's in my kitchen now. He's out in my garden. He's playing. He's the birds that are flying down. He's everything. I've got Guru Hari Das stuck on the desk on my side of my fridge. His pictures stood there, so I've got everything on. I've got everything here, and I'm not sure of anything. I'm 70. How old am I? 74-year-old man who's in. It's got a little bit of brain damage, but I'm content with what I've got, and I'm just wanting to get back to Krishna. I don't say back. I mean to get to Krishna. It depends on what you read, what you can understand from that. But just to get back to Krishna is something that I want more than anything now these days. I'm not even friends with my kids or my ex-wives or anything like that anymore.
Hey, Ranga,
yeah?
you're actually a really great example for somebody who was walking this path and then just got waylaid, just got a bit covered again. And as soon as you was able to be introduced to it again, your covering's been lifted. Your spirituality had not gone at all. It's been revived again so quickly, because you've come back here. And you've been, that feeling, that attraction actually for Krishna has been awoken in you again. It's a really great example actually how quickly it's just happened with you. So it just shows that anybody who, comes here and receives the potency, the mercy, it's always there. And if we go away, it kind of gets covered up. It kind of gets, we kind of use all the energy, the mercy that we have, and we get dried out. And you did get dried out in that way, but now you've come back. Lalita's been able to help you, and you've been able to come back so quickly, and you're so enthusiastic like you was when you was before as well, if not more now, if not more as well. Do you see that?
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah, I can see the pearls of what you're saying are happen to be true. Because I feel so much. I've got so much invested now in Krishna consciousness, whereas before I had it was for me, but now it's for Krishna completely for Krishna, and because it's completely for Krishna, I'm getting things back which he's probably enjoying himself, thinking, "Oh, I've got what's my name, Ranga back." You know, I've had so many names I can't remember which one I am, but I've got Ranga back now, and so I'm happy about it. He's happy about it. I can tell he's happy about it because I'm happy as well. You know, and if I'm happy about it, I think that Krishna must be happy about it as well. So thank you very much for saying that for me.
Ranga, so what's the next verse?
Which one have I just read?
Yeah, what's the next one?
I don't know which one have I just read.
Well, why don't you carry on from where you started? Well, anywhere you want. Started at the beginning. Sorry.
I don't know where I was.
Ranga style. Perfect. Yeah. But where was I?
I didn't know you were still here, Guru Maharaj.
Oh, I was listening.
Oh, you're listening.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's. I have to get going here. I got some stuff to do, and
Okay.
yeah, we'll be back. Just keep posted to the thing. I'll be back a little bit later today too, and maybe you guys will have some classes. Ranga just did something earlier, I heard. And, so
Ranga just did what?
you did something earlier too, I think.
Yeah, I did something earlier, yeah.
Yeah.
And I came off because you were on.
Yeah. This is the time I usually go on. Okay, so I'll see you guys later. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for coming.